Hello, it's Jason Enos, Attleboro, Mass, and his Ford Mustang here at Lights Out Ford. And Jason, looks like you got something going on here in the engine department. Maybe tell us a little bit what's going on. And then I want to get into the radial deal, but this is more concerning to me.
Well, we over the season we had switched to methanol and did some other different changes to the car. And honestly, since then we've been having some issues. Nothing alcohol, nothing engine related. It's been some other gremlins that you would never think you'd have problems with, but we've been chasing for I think 3 races now.
Is something that's controllable? You can find it.
Yeah, it's something with the boost controller and a couple other little things, but we think we found it finally. After doing this is our 3rd time having something like this happen. Good thing is, though, is we were pretty beat down, not be able to figure out exactly what's wrong with it, but I think we have now. We haven't given up, that's for sure. That was the biggest thing, is just staying with it and figuring out, because we know the alcohol makes a lot more power. We know we make more power than anybody with a Pro-Line engine. It's just a matter of just figuring it out and not giving up.
So you got the brand new company, Victory Racecraft. You guys are building cars.
Yep, we're building cars now. I have a shop called the Empire Group USA, where we do product development for automotive industry, medical, toy, all different things like that. And honestly, the shop does the same thing as a chassis shop does already. We always did TIG welding, we always did raw fabricating, design work, all that type of stuff. So it only made sense to start a race shop too, because I'm so heavily involved in it. Actually save money. Really just bringing on a staff that we can help other people to help offset some of this cost was the intent, and it's working pretty well.
You take some of those tool and die guys and teach them a little bit about race cars?
Actually, they do. The great thing is we'll be in the back working, be like, hey, can you go CNC a part? Yeah, well, you want to stay after work, a couple extra bucks, and make us a couple pieces.
Nice.
So we can kind of go back and forth, and we got almost 40 people in that company, so it's very helpful. And we have engineers, designers, so we can slowly we're going to start developing product. But for right now, we're just doing the chassis shop, and honestly, the chassis shop does a lot of military work too, where we're doing military vehicles and things like that. So we're very diverse, which keeps us very busy. Hardest part is finding help, though. I mean, the other company's 40 plus people, the race shop's 4 people, but honestly we could have another 4 if we had the talent, we could find the talent. Being in Massachusetts makes it a little difficult. There's a lot more hardcore guys, the further south you go than where we are. But,
what about that, I'd like to ask you a little bit about, Victory. You said we started Victory and there's a reason where it went to the drag race.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, most of our customers right now are 10.5 guys. It was just always kind of weird going to the track and racing against our customers. It's just kind of weird. We're in the process of building a Pro Mod, so in the time being, it made sense to throw the drag radios on it. We don't have any customers in drag radio. We can go and show them, show some other people what we can do with a drag radio to help them. And eventually, we're going to be out of the drag radio too. We're gonna, we want to go set the record in drag radio, and we're going to put the 10.5s back on it and go beat up in 10.5 again, hopefully. But for right now, honestly, I don't even know if I want to put the drag radios, the 10.5s back on. We're having so much fun with this. It's more of a challenge.
That's where I want to go to the next question. I want to ask you, as a racer, guy who ran slicks,
right? And
you'll be the first one to really put. I know other guys have tried it, but tell me really, from the first testing hit to where you are today, what you really felt and what was the change as a driver and a tuner?
Honestly, not much. Everybody keeps asking me, oh, what the radio feel? But honestly, this car is such a well-built car. It doesn't feel much different to me. It's smooth, but it was smooth with a 10.5. Jamie Miller, who was the crew chief in this car, and actually helped me start Victory Racecraft. He's played with a bunch of the radio cars. He's played with a bunch of small tire stuff. So honestly, it took him 1 hit, and we won a 32 with a motor hurt. So.
I mean, there's some suspension.
Oh yeah,
right?
There's a lot of different things.
You got such a stiffer sidewall, and you got to.
The thing too with a real 10.5 car like this, which gives us a little bit of advantage, I feel, is we can put weight any way we want. This car's already light. We're 3,000 pounds, but we have to be 3,200 with a drag radio, so we can put weight. I mean, look at it. We got weight there. We got weight everywhere in this car that we can move around. That makes a big difference. Being able to do that. So I think that helps. And honestly, it's just a good car. This car is a really good car. We've got a lot of runs on it, and we know what works and what doesn't work. So what we did, we had to change gear ratios. We had to mess around with stuff. Honestly, my biggest fear with the whole thing was having the car look weird with a little tire on it. And that didn't happen. We were able to get a
that small man complex.
Yeah, right. I don't want it to look small. It's got to look big.
This car, I don't care what tire you put on it. And I mean
Thanks.
this.
No,
Look, I
appreciate
say it
that.
out. I've said it on other announcing and films and stuff about this car.
This car has so much work in it. Some people understand, some don't. It's not a body in white. This started out as a real '67 Mustang that was rotted to death that we modified. It's still a real all steel body. I mean, the roof, most cars now are all skin roofs. This has still got all the inner structure of the roof. Wow. It's a real car. But the biggest thing was the tire. I mean, most of the cars that, you know, the 10.5 guys, they'll put the drag rails on. It looks like you can kick the rear quarter open. They fall over on the back tire because the tires are so far in. We got lucky. We were able to go to Sandler Wheels, hooked us up before we left, and gave us a wheel with very little backspace and to bring the tire out. And we only had to run a little spacer, and the tire came right out to where it was with the 10.5, so it don't look so bad. Actually, I kind of like the looks of it better. It looks more like a street car.
It does. It does. It has that muscle car look, like it's down. I met you back when you had that old Chevy. You still got that?
I still got the Nova.
Man, I'm telling you what, that car was gorgeous.
Yeah, that's a car I had since I was, since 12 years old. I used to drive it in street racing in high school.
That's something, man. The car's just sitting around still.
It's still sitting there. I don't know what to do with it.
My next question for all these car lovers out there: what do you like, Chevys or Fords? Everyone's got a. I mean,
you know what? Back in the day, that meant something to me. Now, if it's old, it's cool. It could be a Chevy, a Plymouth, and honestly, I own Plymouths and stuff now, so I'm not really specific. I mean, we're building a Corvette Pro Mod, but I don't know. I mean, at heart, I guess I'm a Chevy guy, but I always loved the '67 fastbacks. Always loved this style. My father is a Ford guy, so he's happy, but I don't know. As long as it's fast and it looks clean, I like them all. I like the new Mustangs, all of them look sharp. They're done right, tastefully, and honestly, in drag race, there's some beautiful cars in this class. There really is. It's I don't know. It's cool. I'm digging it. I really am.
Very cool stuff. You know what?
I'm digging it.
Free life, right? I'll tell you what, Jason Enos, a great interview right here, telling the truth about it all. Victory race cars, helping DeMarco get where he is today, and the kid told us that over there. Chevy guy, Ford guy, and he likes old things, so that means I'm in.
Well, we've had a lot of other help, which is good. I mean, Proline, I mean, they've been great. Mickey Thompson's always supported us, and we thank them. You know, Victory Racecraft, the guys at my shop, I mean, couldn't do it without them. M&M Transmissions.
Keep it going. Sponsor them all. This kid's he's on the button right now.
We'll
see. If the rain goes away, look out.
Get a little luck. Cool.
All right.
Thank
you very much. I'm going to take my umbrella.